A chilly afternoon as we get set to tee it up here on EA Sports College Football. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Houston Cougars Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Back to throw, it's Wigman. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
They'll go to the counter. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Finds a man in the middle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, you love to see this offensively on the first drive of the game. Your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
Run in the red zone, it's Sellers. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To throw, it's Wegman. Takes a hit as he fires. To the end zone and is picked off. Got room on the return. Inside the 50. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Drops back on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback gets enough. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. From the gun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Give to the running back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Keeps it moving. It's Dawson. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They'll give it to him again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Working the ground game. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to the counter play. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
This drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On the ground. Just smothered on the play. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
Well, the offense just trying to outflank the defense with a little push pass to a speedy wide receiver and see if they can get him on the perimeter, but just too much speed and awareness on the defensive side of the ball. Now sets up 4th down.
The run inside. It's Dawson. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Wigman. And he gets it away.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
A dangerous 3rd and 10 here from inside their own 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Searching for space. There he goes. Open it up. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. This offense has it with really good field position. To the back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. After that penalty, now they're set up inside the red zone on 1st and 10. The keeper on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Slams into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this... And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Drops back. It's Wegman. Going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. A quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Throws to the tight end. Out wide right, it's Herrera. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Back's got it on the screen. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Pulls it. He'll toss it. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Scanning the field, it's Wigman. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Designed runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
They knock him down right there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Punt is on its way. Fields the punt. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Fresh center downs going to the air. Right side, it's Dawson. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, becoming a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
Back to pass, it's Roy. Looking left. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They'll run it. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll move the wide receiver. Keep it on the ground. He's past the marker. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. He'll set up to throw. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Running inside, it's Sellers. He's still on the move, a last-ditch effort to get some points before the half. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look in on Iowa State taking on the UCF Knights. And it's the Cyclones with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot.
Here comes the offense onto the field again.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Play action on first down. They're working that left side. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Got him on the RPO. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He's changing the play. Back to throw, it's Roy. They're all over him. He'll try to do it himself.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Looking for the edge. He'll keep it on second down. Breaks into the open. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Bounced right back to them.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion, like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Cougars will use their first timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Sets his feet. It's Wegman. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down to the air. He's going to take off. On the move at the 30. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He unleashes a long one. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
I got a feeling they went into the half, and they talked about how do we create some...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Cougars will have it 1st and 10. Holds it, looking for a crease. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Hits inside. It's Sellers. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Look out! He'll pull it down. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Cuts it upfield. It's Sellers. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Trying to squeak through the pile. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Houston! line up to go for two. Looking to throw, it's Wigman. He's got it, so they convert the two and keep just a flicker of hope alive, down 2 possessions.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Motion from the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
2nd and long here. On the option. Keeps it on the option. Swamped immediately.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking to the big tight end. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
He'll return it from the 50. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They get the ball back after the punt. They've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Sells the run, wants to pass. Still looking to his right. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Touchdown, Cougars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Set to advance on the football.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Gonna run it. It's Dawson. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Dawson.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hand it to the back. Sees an alley. Got enough for the 1st down. There he goes. He's at the 20. all the way in for the touchdown. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
I just love that about this team because right when it looks like the opponent has just a glimmer of hope, scoring a touchdown on the last drive, they just come right back out, David, and they put their foot down on the gas. They put their foot down on your throat. They stay aggressive and score a touchdown of their own.
It's just such an explosive offense, man. They can hurt you so fast. They're so dangerous. Defenses don't know what to do. You're right. Great answer. You give up a touchdown, we go right back and get you.
Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. Right, the option, he keeps it. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
1st down and 10. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Misses badly on that one.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Long way to go on 2nd down. On the move. Blasted as he lets it go. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4th. Extending the play. Now looking to throw back to the middle. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They want that clock to run. Nowhere to go.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They put the brakes on it.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
On the ground, it's Dawson. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long.
Now, 4th down.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Straight ahead, it's Sellers. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Wigman. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you dive, and make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory, as we have victory formation coming.